This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe. And what looks like the labels have pulled their support from Jack Harlow. I mean, Jack Harlow was all on our face before, and he had a really big year in 2022. And now you don't see him at all. Isn't that weird? Isn't that peculiar? Jack Harlow. He probably still has a lot of monthly listeners, though. Let's see. Yep, 27 million. He's still a huge artist. I don't see them pushing him hard enough right now. But he still does huge numbers, you know. He has almost 1 billion on some songs, you know. So it is what it is. But why did I post him here? Well, he has these shoes coming out. So his selling power obviously is there. Brands feel like he can sell for them. So he's selling these New Balances. I thought he was selling Asics. So it's New Balances. Let me see. New Balance Jack Harlow's. Okay, cool. A little too colorful for me. This looks more like a little Nas X edition, but hey. Azealia Banks back at it again. Elon Musk had commented nobody knew about the Diddy parties. Like, how many people knew? Well, she hates Elon Musk, so she came in and said, you knew about it, and you knew Diddy was one of your investors. He was chilling with... Yo, she was around him one time because his baby mom was friends with her, and they were doing music together. And she actually let out some stock information that she shouldn't have before. She should just stop. I don't dislike Azealia Banks, but she's doing too much sometimes. She needs to get back to doing music. Shout out to Star. It seems like Jaguar Wright called into a show without him even scheduling it, right? So she called in, and he was skeptical if it was her at first. And then as he talked to her, she got disrespectful. So he checked her as he should have, right? And then all of a sudden she just makes up some information about him. Like, oh, let's talk about the 15-year-old girl you're with. She just puts that on everybody. And that right there, this right here is an example of Jaguar Wright. She just makes things up to go on these podcasts because they pay her at this point to go on them, right? So she'll just make up information about people to go on there. Like, yeah, there's some truth to some things she's saying, and then she takes that and goes crazy with it, right? She doesn't know that much about the music industry because she's been out of the music industry for a long time. Let's see, Jaguar Wright, first album. Okay, so our first album was in 2002. She was done and out the game by 2004. Jaguar Wright, last album. 2005. Divorcing Neo to marry Soul. Neo Soul. She was a Neo Soul artist, yeah. And she caught the tail end of it. It is what it is, man. I mean, she's talented. She was talented enough to have an album or two. But people don't really listen to her like that. She has 58,000 monthly listeners. You know, she has 2 real albums. She tried to drop another album in 2011, or a single. But yeah, she has like... It's just... I don't know, man. I think at one point... You know, I don't have to get into that. It's not mine. Russell Simmons. Okay, he's under the microscope. Now that Diddy's in there. Russell Simmons facing $3 million debt for failed settlement payments to 3 women that I guess he lost in court. Russell Simmons faces yet another legal obstacle after allegedly filing to fulfill previously agreed settlement payments on 3 women totaling $3 million, putting him in debt for this amount. These 3 individuals in question are Silai Abrams, Wendy Carolina Franco and Sherry Abernathy Moever, who reportedly agreed on confidential settlements with him in November 2023. This guy's living in Bali for a reason, okay? He knows that if he stayed in America, they would have done him like Diddy. Nevertheless, he agreed to pay Franco $515, whereas he promised Abernathy $1.2 million. Abrams and Abernathy $1.2 million each. These all stem from 1994. I don't know, man. I wonder if Diddy's gonna like spill the beans on Russell. He's definitely gonna be spilling the beans. Kidney beans. All right, then we got Dame Dash. He's moving forward with this Rockefeller auction. Well, the state is, not him. Even though Jay-Z tarnished the auction. He poisoned it. He said he had his lawyer put out something that, in a few years, everything will revert back to him at 2030 something. But the state of New York had stepped in and said that Jay-Z's statements are actually false. And they won't revert to him in 6 years. So that'll be a battle in itself. Jay-Z shouldn't have come out and done that. But, I don't know, man. Jay-Z's a hater, bro. Just let Dame Dash try to sell this. Dame Dash made some mistakes in life. But he's still Dame Dash, Nobody wants to see Dame Dash down bad. I don't. I think he says a lot of crazy stuff. But that doesn't mean I want to see him down bad, He inspired all of us to get in the game. He made these are the people: Jay-Z, Dame Dash, Master P, Birdman, Diddy. Say what you want about them, and yeah, some of them are guilty of certain things. But they took it, especially Jay-Z and Dame Dash. They took almost like a very independent approach in the game and made it look possible for a lot of other people. And without that, there wouldn't be a me or a lot of other people, honestly, that kind of stuff inspired me when I was young, this was the not only the soundtrack, but the blueprint to our future. So stuff like that made me just pick up a camera and just pretend I worked for MTV sometimes, just to get in the door. I did a lot when I was in high school and college, just making my mark, so I owe it to inspiration like these guys, they made it look possible from an independent standpoint. Denzel Washington reportedly once yelled at Diddy on his way out of a Diddy party. Of course he did. If he saw anything out of pocket, Denzel Washington was going to check somebody, and still will to this day. He's a rare breed, man. Pause. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I appreciate you all. I'll check you guys in the next one. Smash that like button for me. And like I said, I'm a little sick today, but I'm gonna power through the day. I'm gonna just take naps in between videos. I'm like hot and cold, and I got a fever, but hopefully it doesn't get any worse. Anyways, Jordan Tower with JT News.